First of all, they interfered to the extreme before I started making this video. So people in the afterlife are going to suffer trillions of times worse than the person who suffered the most in this world. That is fair and just. If you have a viable counterargument, present it in the comments. Remember, that's in the afterlife. Point number one. Vampires live longer than humans, but only a dumbass inferior form of life would rather be a vampire. 2. White and whitewashed social norm fanatics that are the puppets of the pure evil and often psychopathic governing class individuals lack moral confidence. Obviously, thugs aren't doing the right thing either, but it starts with that Western culture. They colonized the world. The reason why there's a Communist Party in China and North Korea is because of the West. And obviously, the crony capitalist stuff is garbage and so on and so forth. They have a neo-Roman garbage system. Point number 3. Even if they lived 2,000 years and there was no God, what they are doing is stupid and their lives are pathetic and disgusting. It is very obvious when we look at what the ideal person is, right? Like in the Bible, it's a mighty warrior who's moral, not some kind of Western hypocrite, not some kind of fool that cheats the African Falcon martial art order out of his rightful place. Martial art king, me, out of his rightful place. That's just pathetic. It's pathetic. It's Tanya Harding pathetic to sabotage and cheat and play stupid about it. Point number 4. They lead their kids to be evil and pathetic. Okay, Luke 23 says don't have any kids at a time like this, and that goes forever. And the Anatolinist movement, I believe it's called, also points out a lot of logical reasons why not to have children. It's obvious, little kids can figure it out. It's stupid to want to have children in this evil world. It takes a really dumb fuck to have kids these days. 5. The most excellent of men in Psalm 45 is the mighty warrior. New Living Translation, New International Version says the mighty one. Mighty one, what is a mighty one? We see in the New Living Translation, the mighty one is used interchangeably with mighty warrior. Okay, so the mighty warrior is the most excellent of men. In Proverbs it says stay away from the fool. Okay, walk with the fool, become a fool. Walk with the wise, become a wise. Stay away from fools. There's no knowledge, there's no wisdom in their paths, in their beings, in their essence, in their sex, etc. 6. Gang stalkers show inferior and insufficient genes as they are scared into submission. When they looked at the situation, they said, okay, we'll help you gang stalk people. That's a bitch fucking move. Some bitch ass shit. So therefore, in his gene expression, his cultural expression, they're inferior. There's no other way to look at it. Okay, let's see here. Point number 8. Refusing to rise to the occasion and be a moral person when persecution is inevitable to the point you die for the cause, right? Refusing to die for moral precision, in other words, shows, okay, if you refuse to die for if you refuse to die as a martyr for moral precision, you show a lack of moral competence. Okay, conformity is a lack of competence. It doesn't have to be Nazi Germany, Stalinist Russia. It doesn't have to be Trump's administration in America. In every country in the world in 2022, if you conform, instead of being screened out for moral precision, you lack moral competence. And therefore you lack mental competence. But you're still mentally competent, okay, more often than not, to be easily blamed for your evil. And the rest, we can look at their family tree, a long line of evil idiots, and know that even if they're retarded, they deserve to burn in hell because of how their souls and their bodies were forged. We see the examples of Braveheart, Chinese Connection, the movie 300, etc. Okay? So we know that it is a very obvious and easy conclusion to come to that the right thing to do, the moral thing to do, what the morally competent person would do is to rally to me and obey God through me. If they didn't know about me, then they would be moral to the best of their ability and be screened out otherwise. They're not going to go to heaven because of their generational theft, which is in their cultures, in their minds, in their beings. Okay, I am the gate. 9. One should avoid fools and not yoke themselves to them. Okay? And the Bible says, it is enough to be like one's master. The Lord is the warrior, the Lord is his name, Exodus 15:3. Therefore, the followers of God are supposed to be like Royal African Falcon martial art warriors. You think they're supposed to be like Conan the Barbarian? No. Navy SEALs? No. Okay, American martial artists, gay martial arts, no. White supremacists, white militia, no. Token minorities, no. Freemasons, no. On and on and on. Church people, no. They're allowed. It's Luciferian trash whose churches almost always were there during slavery, and they continue those despicable, arrogant white traditions that God despises more than anything else because they're so prolific and they insist more than anyone else that they're of God. Shame on you people to the fucking extreme. I'm almost 41. And many of you churches have been aware of me being here for quite some time. Why aren't you obeying? Because you are satanic garbage. Curses on you and your offspring.